Hi everybody, this is Miss Gilding. Today we're going to read Walt Disney Productions presents Mickey and the Magic Cloak. There once was a merry woodcutter named Mickey. He lived in a little hut in the middle of the forest. Every morning Mickey took his axe and went out to chop firewood. One day, while Mickey was working, the old woman of the woods tapped him on the shoulder. "Do you have any food to spare?" she asked. "I have only one piece of bread," said Mickey, "but I will be glad to share it with you." "You have a good heart," said the old woman. "I have been looking for someone like you to do an important job for me." Mickey sat down beside the old woman. "Not far from here, straight down the path, you will find an old oak tree," she said. 7 blackbirds are sitting on a branch, guarding a fine red cloak. One of the birds has a bright red feather in its wing. "Climb the tree and pluck the red feather," she went on. "When you do, all the birds will fly away. Then take the cloak off the branch and bring it to me." "That sounds easy enough," said Mickey, and off he went. Mickey walked until he found the oak tree. 7 blackbirds were sitting on a branch, just as the old woman had told him. They looked very fierce. But Mickey was brave. He climbed the tree and plucked the bright red feather. All the blackbirds flew away. Then Mickey took the fine red cloak and climbed back down the tree. Mickey brought the cloak to the woman. "This is a magic cloak," she said. "Just put it on and it will take you anywhere you wish to go." "Why do I need a magic cloak?" asked Mickey. The old woman put it around his shoulders. "An evil magician has kidnapped Princess Minnie," she said. "He's locked her in a tower because she will not marry him. With the help of this cloak, you can rescue the princess." Before Mickey could say a word, the woman said, "Beware! Malgar the magician is very tricky." Then she disappeared in a puff of smoke. Mickey thought he must be dreaming. He decided to see if the cloak really was magic. He closed his eyes and wished to be home. Presto! There he was, standing outside his hut. "The magic cloak really works!" cried Mickey. "I guess I will have to rescue the princess." When Mickey appeared at Malgar's castle, he saw Princess Minnie in the tower window. "She is very beautiful," thought Mickey, "but she looks sad." He decided to do his best to help her. Meanwhile, inside the castle, Malgar the magician was gazing into his crystal ball. Suddenly he smiled, his most wicked smile. He saw Mickey wearing the red cloak. "The old woman of the woods gave him that cloak so he could rescue the princess," said Malgar, "but I will get it away from him." When Mickey knocked at the castle door, Malgar pretended to be kind. "May I stay here for the night?" asked Mickey. "Certainly," said Malgar. Malgar took Mickey to a room and ordered a tray of food for him. "Who is the princess I saw in the tower?" asked Mickey. "You must have been seeing things," said Malgar. "There is no princess here." As Malgar went to the door, he said, "I must ask you not to leave this room." He knew Mickey would try to find the princess. No sooner had Malgar gone away than Mickey quickly hid his cloak behind a suit of armor. Ever so quietly, he opened his door and looked all around. Then he tiptoed down the hall. He found a stairway leading up to the tower and he began to climb. Far above him, he could hear the sound of someone crying. At the top of the stairway, Mickey found a large locked door. He peeked in the window. There was Princess Minnie. "Please don't cry," Mickey whispered. "I have come to help you." "But how can you get me out of here?" asked the princess. "The door is locked." "Don't worry," Mickey said. "I have a magic cloak." And he ran to his room to get it. When he got there, he suddenly felt sleepy. He didn't know that Malgar had sprinkled a magic sleeping powder all over his room. As soon as Mickey fell fast asleep, Malgar came sneaking in. He found Mickey's magic cloak behind the suit of armor. He took it away, leaving another red cloak in its place. When Mickey woke up, he knew it must be very late. He grabbed the cloak from its hiding place. Then he climbed the stairs and gave it to Minnie. "Hurry," he cried. "Put it on and wish to be out here with me." Princess Minnie put on the cloak and wished to be outside with Mickey. But nothing happened. "Wish harder," said Mickey. Minnie wished harder, but again, nothing happened. "The magic isn't working," said Mickey. Just then, Mickey heard someone coming up the stairs. Quickly, he climbed into a large jar that was standing outside the door. He hid there and listened. Malgar stormed into Minnie's room. "Aha!" he cried. "You tried to get away, but I have taken the real magic cloak, so Mickey cannot rescue you. Will you marry me now?" "Never!" cried Minnie. By this time, Malgar was furious. He waved his magic wand at Minnie. Presto! The princess turned into an ugly toad. "Ha ha 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 ha!" laughed Malgar. "That's the end of the stubborn princess." Mickey heard the laughing and he ran into the room. "What have you done to the princess?" he shouted. Malgar whirled around and waved his wand at Mickey. The next thing Mickey knew, he was in the forest. "Where in the world am I?" he thought. Suddenly, the old woman of the woods appeared. "Malgar tricked me," Mickey explained. "Don't worry," said the old woman. "We will help Princess Minnie in spite of Malgar's tricks." The old woman led Mickey to a secret garden. 2 large cabbages were growing there. One was red and the other was green. "These are magic cabbages," she said. She dressed Mickey in a dirty old robe and whispered the secret of the cabbages to him. "Now close your eyes and pinch your nose, and you will be at the castle door," she said. When Mickey appeared at the castle door, Malgar did not know him. "What do you want, dirty beggar?" he asked. "I have wonderful magic cabbages," said Mickey. "If you take a bite of this red one, amazing things will happen to you." "Bah!" said Malgar. "There is no such thing as a magic cabbage." And to prove it, he bit into the red one. Presto! Malgar became a braying donkey. Was all he could say. Mickey rushed past the angry donkey. He ran up the stairs that led to the tower. Then he ran into Minnie's room and gave her a bit of the green cabbage to eat. Presto! The ugly toad became a beautiful princess again. "Oh, my hero!" Minnie cried. "How can I thank you?" "Don't thank me," said Mickey. "Thank the old woman of the woods." That very day, there was a great party for Mickey and the old woman of the woods. Princess Minnie gave Mickey a bag of gold, and everyone in the castle cheered. They were happy to be rid of Malgar. As for Malgar, the tricky magician, he spent the rest of his days in the barn, and he never bothered anyone again. Please remember to have your parents subscribe so you never miss a new story. And as always, I miss you, I love you, and I'll speak to you soon.